Welcome back to the Lynn Miller Room. On this edition of the Eagles Sports Coaches Show, we're joined by Jaime Gordon, volleyball coach at Morehead State University, and coach 2 out of 3 over the weekend in the Comfort Inns and Suites Classic or Invitational. And know you're disappointed with the loss, but overall, how'd your team play?
Friday night match against St. Louis was a tough one. I don't think we necessarily put our best foot forward, but St. Louis has a great tradition of solid volleyball in the A10, and they've got a really good team. But I was very pleased with the way that our team responded on Saturday. We actually had an injury to one of our starters on Friday night, Courtney Smith. It wasn't like she had 15 stitches in her knee or anything. It just a good bang on her elbow, but she was out for the day. And so what that meant was that we had to kind of shuffle our lineup a little bit. We relied on some freshmen and some new players to step in, and I was real pleased with the way that they responded in 2 very hard-fought 5-set matches.
We mentioned the crowds last week. You drew almost 500 per game for you, and that's always, as we talk about, the Weatherby advantage.
Yeah, it was. We had and it was a loud crowd. We had really started our first home opener was Marshall. On Wednesday, we had closer to 900 for that match, and there were a couple really close sets there. We beat them in straight sets, but they were very well contested. And that, the crowd's kind of acting like a seventh man. When we need that little extra push, they get on their feet. They start the cheers going, and I think our players do a great job of feeding off of that. And it was definitely critical in the 2 5-set wins that we had on Saturday.
I know you like to schedule the tough part of the non-conference schedule, the fact that you are in several tournaments. This is, 3 tournaments in a row. Mm-hmm. Eagle Challenge coming up this weekend here at Morehead State.
Yeah, we're excited about it. One, just having home matches is always great, but we've got some great volleyball coming in. West Virginia, a very big physical team out of the Big 12. Hampton, who they just recently, actually in the opening weekend, they had the National Player of the Week on their team, so they're a real strong squad. And then kind of also sort of fun to have Greg Gorel, who was on staff with us for 5 seasons, who's now the head coach at Campbell University. He's bringing his team up, and so that'll be a fun little match on Saturday evening as well.
Of course, the Eagle Challenge again coming up Friday and Saturday. Friday, first game at 4:30, Hampton and Campbell. West Virginia taking on Morehead State at 7. And then on Saturday, you got Campbell and West Virginia at 11 a.m., Hampton and Morehead State at 1:30, West Virginia and Hampton at 4:30, Campbell and Morehead State at 7 o'clock. Of course, you can come out and see it all at Weatherby. Mm-hmm. If you can't see it, you can turn to
Absolutely.
the OVC Digital, and all the information is there on the website is msueagles.com.
Yep. And that Friday night, West Virginia game will be handing out blue rally towels, so a little something extra for our fans to show up.
All right, come out early and see Morehead State take on West Virginia, Weatherby Gym at 7 o'clock. Jaime, always a pleasure.
All right.
Talk to you next week.
Thanks, Jason.
That's this edition of the Eagles Sports Coaches Show. For Jaime Gordon, Rob Tenyer, I'm Jason Blanton. So long, everybody.